Dear friends, good Shabbos. I miss you all so much. Standing here in the garden at Chabad of Naples an hour before we head into yet another Shabbat, physically apart, but spiritually still so much together. You know, as we welcome Shabbat, in the Kabbalat Shabbat services, there's a prayer called the Lecha Dodi prayer. Lecha Dodi likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat nekabela. In this prayer, in the song, we invite God, our beloved, to greet the Shabbat bride, the presence of Shabbat. Why is Shabbat called a bride? A bride is someone you never get sick of. You're madly in love with her. A bride is charming, radiant, and beautiful. And Shabbat, even though we've celebrated it for thousands of years, it is still our beloved bride, forever young and forever beautiful. You know, Shabbos is a time of tranquility, of harmony, of peace, and of unity. You know, a man once came to the rabbi and said, "Rabbi, I used to argue with my wife all the time, but I came to realize that I don't like to lose an argument because I don't want to be a loser. But on the other hand, if I won the argument, that would mean that my wife would have lost the argument. That would mean that I'm married to a loser." And who wants to be married to a loser? If you're married to a loser, what does that make you? The only solution, the rabbi was saying, is that we either all rise together or, God forbid, the reverse. In this era of the COVID-19 era, we all realize that we're all in this together. We either all rise together or, God forbid, the reverse. This is an opportunity to reach out, to make sure we say a special thank you to our bride, to our children, to our loved ones, to lift each other up. And so I want to conclude with a short thought on this week's Torah portion. In this week, we will read the Jewish people completed the building of the Mishkan, the physical sanctuary, the tabernacle, followed by a 7-day inauguration period. And finally, on the 8th day, Moses and Aaron bless the people, and they say, Yehi ratzon shetishre shechineh b'maseh yedechem. May it be that the divine presence rests in the work of your hands. It's a beautiful blessing. But why do they speak in such an obscure way that the blessing, God's blessing, should be in the work of your hands? God should rest in your hands. Why not say clearly, in the Mishkan, in the tabernacle? And the answer given is so beautiful. Moses and Aaron were blessing the Jewish people. Of course, God should rest in the physical sanctuary. But in addition, Moses was saying is that God should rest in your day-to-day activities and your preoccupations. When you were building the Mishkan, the sanctuary, the tabernacle was a new project. You were full of spirit, full of zeal and enthusiasm. But now, after you completed the Mishkan, you go back to your homes and you're involved and you're occupied in mundane, very routine, perfunctory activities. And so Moses says that even then, you should conduct yourself in a way that you should merit that God rests within you. And God's presence should be within your lives. You know, 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, when this all began, we still had some spirit. We hoped and prayed that very soon our lives would return to normal. But here we are 5 weeks later, and we realize the world is still upside down, inside out. There's so much pain, so much hurt, there's so much suffering. We all know of someone that unfortunately has lost a loved one. People are grieving, people are hurting. And it becomes very frustrating. And we can resort to a place of complacency, apathy, where we just want to give in, where we just want to get by. So Moses and Aaron bless the people and they say, Yehi ratzon, may it be that even when you find yourself in circumstances that are very difficult and trying, even there we should conduct ourselves in a way that we should merit that God's presence should be within us, that we should have the spirit intact, that we should continue to still climbing higher, searching, seeking, and keeping our spirit and enthusiasm intact. You know, I often quoted the wise proverb heard by the legendary Chassid, Rabbi Mendel Futerfas, and he said as follows: if you lose your money, it's difficult, but ultimately you lose nothing. Money comes and money goes. If you lose your health, you've lost half. You're not the same person as you were before. But if you lose your resolve, if you lose your spirit, you've lost it all. And so I pray to my dear friends, dear Chabad Naples Mishpacha, may we never lose our spirit. May we never lose our resolve. Let's continue to find new ways of inspiration, keep connected with each other as a mishpacha, and let's sing L'chadodi together. L'chadodi likras kala p'nei Shabbos kabela l'chadodi likras kala p'nei Shabbat nekabela. Welcome the Shabbat bride. Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam merina uvetzala toch emune yam sugula boi chala lechadodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabela lechadodi likrat kala B'nei Shabbat nekabela. A good Shabbos to each and every one of you. Yehi ratzon shetishre shechina b'maseh yedechem. May it be that the divine presence rests in your homes, in your heart. Shabbat Shalom.